What's going on, ladies and gents? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Lonnie from FlightSim Gaming. Today we are doing another Qantas flight here in the PMDG 737-800. We are flying this time from Brisbane over to Cairns. This is a real world flight flown by Qantas. Call sign up top there. Qantas 708 is the call sign of the day. Cairns, the airport was just released by Thai Models. Mixed reviews. I have yet to land or load that airport. I don't know what it's going to look like. A lot of people complaining about their general aviation area is not it's not there, or is not done properly or correctly, and that Thai Models catered to commercial aviation at their airport, but we'll see. This Brisbane airport is done by Orbex. A little steep for the price. I believe it was 26 CAD. You know, the terminals and I guess the ground textures look okay, but the window modeling is not that great. But who am I to judge? Anyways, we got GSX loading up. The jetway does not attach to the aircraft properly. I don't know what that's all about. I've excluded this airport from the third-party jetways, and it's just not working. But that's okay. Let's get up in the air. Sorry, let's get the aircraft loaded. Let's get ourselves ready for departure here. First things first, we'll go ahead and put in our fuel. SimBrief gave us a block fuel of 10,767 kilograms for this 2.5 hour journey. Payload, we have 61.6. That's already modeled in there. Fantastic. Beautiful. Come over to the FMC tab here. Pause in it. Reference airport is Yankee Bravo Bravo November. We are at gate 23. Then we'll come over here. Oops. Come back over here. We will come over here. Plug that in there. Bam. Let's come over to our EFP. Request our data. Bam. It's in there. Bam. And we'll come back over here to our route tab. Origin. YBBN. Destination. Cairns. Flight plan request, origin, flight number still not showing up, 780 nautical miles. We'll go ahead and select that. And we're waiting for it to populate. We'll then load it and activate. Route uplink ready. Load. Activate, execute, bam. That is in there. Our legs are in there. We have Waco there. Perfect. I believe that is our departure. We are on the Waco 3 departure out of 19er Lima. We'll go ahead and plug that in there. So runway 19 left is what we're departing from in Cairns. We are expecting... it's not showing any ILS approaches here, but we are expecting the ILS... Zulu 15 approach on the Apollo 8 Alpha. It's kind of a weird approach here. We are going to do the localizer Zulu 15. We'll see if we get an ILS. I'm not going to do a trans here. I'll plug it in and we'll see what the actual approach looks like. Exactly how I anticipated it. Beautiful. Freaking-tastic. Okay. Our route is plugged in there. We'll come over to the init tab here. Zero fuel weight. 61.6. Reserve of 1. Cost index of 48. We are climbing up. Sorry, SimBrief just gave me a cruising altitude of 20,000 feet. I will reset that. We're going to go up 34,000 feet. I might have to readjust my fuel and payload. 61.6, yep, that is good. Fantastic. 61.6. We are going up to flight level 340. Cost index of 42. Reserves of 1. Transition is, I believe it's 10,000. Let's have a look here. 10,000 feet. Plug that in. Bam. N1. Okay, so let's come over here. And we'll set all this up here. Runway 19er left. It is dry outside. Perfect. 72.182 kg. That is correct. Seventy-two 142 with the CG of 24.99. Go ahead and import the weather. There's our takeoff speeds here. Rating is takeoff. We are doing a flaps 5 departure. And perfect. Hello. 47, 48, 52. Plug that all in there. Fantastic. I liked it. I like it. Trim of 5. 5 on the dot. Make sure park and brake is set. Come over here. We'll plug in our frequencies. Reporting there on the transponder. Bam. Legs page. Fantastic. Okay, so sitting on the ground here in Brisbane, our weather information, we have a altimeter QNH 3018. Make sure I set that. We have 152 on the V2. Runway heading 196. We'll open up Navigraph. We'll have a look at our departure information here. Okay, we're here at Brisbane. We are on the WACO 3 RNAV departure for runway 19er left. Kind of weird. I cannot get rid of the it's pulling up both 19er left and right. Can't clear them both. I don't know why both are up there. I do apologize for that, but anyway, WACO 3 RNAV departure for runway 19er left looks as followed. Runway heading, we have to be above 5,000, max 240 on the speed by Togan. That's basically all she wrote. The weather information is as followed. Winds 170 at 7, visibility 10,000 or greater. Few clouds at 1,000, scattered at 2,400, broken at 4,000. There's showers in the vicinity. It's 19 degrees. Altimeter 30.18. So we got to be above 5,000 feet. We'll go ahead and select 10,000, or you know what? We'll just go up to 34,000. All is looking well. We'll finish up stairs here. We'll get all that stuff. All that good stuff on and ready. Click spots are a bit of a probs. So 34,000 feet. And just to verify, Airport elevation is 10 in Cairns. So we don't have to worry about that. We'll plug that on. APU can come on. We have fuel in the center tanks. Throw those on while we're here. Don't forget, ladies and gents, if you're enjoying the content, smash down that thumbs up button. Subscribe to the channel if you have not. I would greatly appreciate that. FlightSim Studios eject giveaway is coming up in the next video. Stay tuned for that. You can still enter yourself in the draw. I'm going to give it about 7 days. So we'll give it until this coming Sunday to get yourself entered. You got to comment and be subscribed. But you got to comment in the last video that just got posted, the flight from Perth to Hobart, to get yourself entered into the giveaway. Waiting for APU Gen to come alive here. There it is. Go ahead, plug that on. APU bleed coming on. And we'll request for pushback. Door hasn't closed yet. Should have closed already.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
Make sure everything looks closed here. Okay, perfect.
Departure checks completed. Bypass pin inserted.
Got a flight time of about 2 hours. See how that goes.
Locking gear.
And I'm just going to have a look at the charts here. I think I want to go nose right, tail left. I'm not sure how it's going to push back. Actually, we'll go nose left, tail right.
Release parking brakes, please. Commencing push.
Go ahead and start up
All
engine
engines clear. Start at will.
number 2. Wait for a 20% N2 rise before we introduce fuel. Find a lot of the Australian scenery here in the simulator cater to a lot of the majority is catered to the eastern part of the country. Not much scenery out there for Western Australia. But go ahead, engine number 1. I believe I did pick the right group of scenery to showcase here. Hope you guys enjoy the Australian content here as much as I am. Waiting for a 20% N2. Not sure where we're taxiing to. I should have a look here. Hopefully we don't go into the terminal. See where he is going to stop. Okay, should be a good.
Please set parking brakes.
Cockpit to ground. We have a good engine start. You can disconnect.
Engine gens can come on. Probe heats can come on. Packs on. APU bleed coming off. APU can get shut down. Taxi lights can come on. And we will go ahead. Engage flaps 5.
Unlocking gear.
Flaps 5 is set. LNAV, VNAV set.
Tow truck disconnected. Bypass pin removed. Left is clear. Right is clear.
Left is clear, right is clear. Let's open up Navigraph here. Look at our taxi routing. So we need to go to runway 19er left. 19er left is right here. We're sitting here, gate 23. We're going to go apron. We're going to go right out to Bravo. And we'll taxi Bravo to Bravo 1. Hold short of Alpha 1 onto the runway. And that is what we have planned, ladies and gents. Doesn't mean that's how it's going to happen. And I don't know if we got our go-ahead. There we have it. Parking brake is released. Let me have a look-see peek, see where I'm going here. Okay, we'll go straight. Make a left. Alright, fantastic. Let's get going, ladies and gents, shall we? Let's get going. So we're going apron to Bravo. Bravo all the way up. Bravo 1, Alpha 1, and then runway. And this is Bravo here. We're going to make a left. There's that beautiful terminal here in Brisbane. Make sure everything's all set up here. Fantastic, fantastic. Auto brake set, RTO. Still no word on the Aerosoft A330 or the 777 from PMDG. I'm hoping would be nice to see something before Christmas. I highly doubt it. I don't think it's happening, but that would be quite the gift if we get a nice long hauler. I have tried out there's that new Horizon 787 mod. It's all right, no complaints. You know, it's a nice little freeware edition. It's got VNAV capabilities, and you know, it uses the avionics update in the aircraft, but you know, still some things need to be worked on that aircraft. Coming up on Foxtrot here. Always like to be ahead of the game there. We're gonna go ahead and make a right over onto Alpha 1. We'll hold short of Alpha 1, sorry. Get the rest of the aircraft situated here. I believe we're climbing up a hill here. We're actually just going to set 40% now. And Toga. Let's get on out of here, folks. Little nose down pressure. 80 knots checked. Gear up. Go ahead, lock that gear. Say bye. Fantastic. Let's get back on track here. Nose down. Speed up. Flaps 1. And flaps up. Little bumpy. Go ahead and start our right-hand turn. So we have to be speed 240. Go ahead, kick it in autopilot. So we get some views. I believe there's the beautiful Brisbane city down below there. I do not have the... there is a land pack you can purchase. You can bundle with the purchase of this airport. I did not grab it, so this is... This is the Microsoft FlightSim scenery. Very nice, very nice. Climbing like a banshee there. So I believe we're going to be sitting 240 above 5,000 until Togan. Once we go ahead and pass Togan here, we're going to go ahead and speed on up. This is the view I want. Nice, beautiful turn. I believe we've passed 10,000 feet here. Standard pressure is set. We'll clean it upstairs, get all the lights off. Engine switches over to auto. Climbing up 14,000 feet here. We'll go ahead and sync our heading. 320. Probably 321. Maybe 322. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Keep her coming, keep her coming. We're going to be in the air for about 2 hours. Coming up on 11,000 feet now. I'll fly up to 34,000 feet. And I'll catch y'all on the descent into Cairns. We'll see what that airport's all about, ladies and gents. Catch y'all in a bit. Peace! What's going on, ladies and gents? Welcome back to the video. Currently on the descent down into Cairns. We are sending down to 3,700 feet on this approach. Just pull up Navigraph, have a look at what we're doing here. Okay, we are on the Apollo 8 Alpha approach for runway 15. We're expecting the ILS or Loke Zulu runway 15 approach. So we're coming up to Barta at the moment, and from Barta we're going to go direct Apollo, and then we're going to follow this path down into the runway. We're going to come from sunny 3,700 feet. That's where we need to be at, and then come straight in and down. We're not flying over the VOR, so we're not going to come across the VOR and then around. We're actually going to follow the approach from Apollo over to sunny, and then we're going to go sunny over to Charlie Foxtrot 15, from Charlie Foxtrot 15 down to the runway. The winds are 130 at 6 knots, visibility 10,000 meters or greater, scattered clouds 31 and 5100. It's 28 degrees, altimeter 29.997. Missed approach altitude 390 up there. Transalt is going to be 10,000 feet. And we are expecting gate 18. We'll see where we get off at. Probably Bravo 4, hopefully Bravo 3, and then we'll get on out to the gate. That's really about it. No speed, no altitude constraints. Basically on the Apollo 8 Alpha, it's from sunny, track via ILS, and that's what we are going to do. Come down here, come over to our approach page here. Flaps 30 is our approach flaps. +5, we're going to do 155 on the speed, on the approach speed, coming up on 21,000 feet currently. And if we come over here, I've already done the performance information here for our approach. VREF 155 with our current weight. I could probably keep changing that, re-import weather, and calculate in it basically the same, 154. And yeah, pretty basic EFB. You know, nothing too crazy in my opinion. I believe the Phoenix one is much better. This one is basic, super basic. I don't see how anybody can mess this up. Hopefully I'm using this right in my videos. I haven't even watched the video on how to use this yet. But anyway, we'll save that for a later date. Got our fixed rings in there. We have our VREF +5. Sorry, our VREF's there, +5, so 155 on the final speed. And 109.9 on our ILS. We'll see if that captures in the make-do. It did not set up a ILS on the approach, so again, we'll see what happens. We're coming off of the VNAV profile there. That's okay. Looks like it's coming back in now. We're only 700 feet above. And while we're here, let's look at some beautiful shots here of the Cairns coast. And the textures of the water down below, that turquoise looking water, looks off in the simulator. I don't know if that has to do with the scenery that has been purchased. I don't know if that's part of Asobo. But definitely a pretty cool approach coming into Cairns. Again, I purchased the scenery. It was new. It's expensive. I believe it's 34 CAD. And a lot of people on SimMarket have posted reviews about that scenery. I think it's 3 out of 5 stars reviewed. A lot of people are pissed off that they did not really develop much of the general aviation part of the airport. Guess there's a lot of general aviation flying out of this airport. I'm not too sure, but it is what it is. And again, it looks like the VNAV is a little toasty, so let's get back down here. pull out the speed brakes. It'll help to descend. .300 feet above the VNAV profile. There it is, swinging back in. Fantastic. Back on the profile, just like that. Coming up on 13th thou. We'll maintain the speed currently. Beautiful day here in Cairns. It's going to be a nice clear approach. Coming up on 12,000, we'll start winding the speed back. 240. Coming up on 10th thou. Landing lights are on. We'll go standard pressure. 299.7 is plugged in and set. And we have the aircraft off to our left. Somewhere over here. Can't really tell. Still waiting for Orbex to release their Gold Coast scenery. I have not included the Gold Coast flight on this Australian tour here. Unfortunately, there is not any good scenery for Gold Coast at the moment. Definitely will squeeze that in sometime in the near future. I know Orbex was teasing Gold Coast back in September. Nothing released yet. .240 on the speed, passing 10th thou. And still heading down 3,700. We'll start descending again. Okay, ladies and gents, if you have not yet, smash down the thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel if you have not. We are doing the FlightSim Studio E-Jets giveaway. Gotta enter yourself into that draw if you do want the aircraft. It's only to PC simmers, not out for... the giveaway is not for Xbox. I don't even know if the aircraft's out for Xbox. Basically, you guys are up for a sim market version of the FlightSim Studios E-Jets, courtesy of myself. Go ahead, comment in the last video, and subscribe if you have not to get yourself entered. Haven't done a giveaway in a little while on this channel. We've done, I think, 3 or 4. Something that we try to do here on the channel. Definitely once we hit 1,000 subs. We gotta plan something for that. Almost there, not too far off. I'll wind the speed back to 210. Aircraft not wanting to slow down, I'll go ahead and pull out some speed brakes. So above 3,700. I'm actually going to go down, we'll go down to 3,000. We'll go flaps 1, get the aircraft to slow down a bit here. We'll just wind the speed back 190. We'll go final approach course 150. There's a glide slope coming in there. I'm going to arm the approach. About 15 miles out. The airport is out there somewhere. Right here. 190 on the speed. We'll maintain 190 till 10. Glide slope indicating once it captures, missed approach, turn left, track 015, intercept 15 DME, arc from the Cairns VOR, climb to 3,700 or as directed by ATC. Glide slopes captured. We'll go 3,700 on the speed. Put the rest of our signs on. Go ahead and arm the speed brake. And then I'm going to go ahead flaps 5. And we'll speed check 170. Pretty cool, pretty cool. We'll maintain 170 until about 5. Final approach speed 154. Go ahead, gear down. Flaps 15. And flaps 30. And speed check. Okay, we got gear down 3 green, flaps 30 set. Speed brakes are armed, all our signs are on. Glide slope doing its thing. Take it above 1,000 feet. Never landed here, so please don't show my ass if I don't butter this landing. Auto brake coming off. My throttles. Showing 3 white. Maybe 4 white. Gusting, I can feel the gust. Let's get her back here. Two whites, 2 reds. Looking clean. Super gusty. Falling off a bit on the speed. It's okay. 1 white, 3 red. We'll get her back in. Reverser's coming out. My rudders feel really sensitive all of a sudden. $70 knots check. Reverser stowed. Auto brake coming off, and we'll vacate up here. And we're going gate 18. Ladies and gents, welcome down to Cairns. Nice, beautiful approach there. So I think we vacated Charlie, as anticipated. Bravo 4, sorry. And then we're going to backtrack down Bravo. APU is a spoolin'. Yeah, rudder got really sensitive there. I'm not sure what happened. Glad I didn't kill us. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to go Bravo. We're going to make our first right up here. Make a left onto Charlie. We're looking for gate 18. Not too shabby of a landing, felt really smooth. So make a left here, gates 11 to 21. And I think I see our gate right there. This should be 19. Next one will be us. Taxi lights should have stayed on. I don't know why I turned them off. My apologies. And here's 18 right here. Little scenery tear there. It's okay. Let's see if these jetways connect. Try to make this as buttery and smooth as possible. My taxiing in this aircraft is not that great. Brakes are way too touchy. Go this way. And then we'll start slowing her down. I don't think there's any GSX profiles for these airports. That's probably why they don't want to connect. We'll call it right there. APU gen coming on, APU bleed coming on. Go ahead and kill those. We'll request deboarding.
Requested.
And packs coming off. Fasten seatbelts coming off. Fuel pumps coming off. Yaw dampener. And as you can see, this is not connecting. That's okay. Anyway, there we have it, ladies and gents. I don't know why GSX wants me to... I'm only like a foot and a half from where I need to be. 737 up here is where it kind of goes. So something wrong with GSX. Anyway, I'll take a look into it. But ladies and gents, thank you for coming out to fly with me today. on this beautiful journey from Brisbane over to Cairns with Qantas. We are going into Virgin Australia again. I believe it's a flight with Melbourne, or from Melbourne. I just don't remember where we're going to. But that'll be sometime next week. We are hopping back into the E175, where we'll do our giveaway. So stay tuned for that. And yeah, ladies and gents, have a good rest of your week, and I'll catch y'all in the next video. Peace.